It's not us, it's them. It's this technology.
Makes you sound smart,
be expected?
Right? Oh, we're deploying AI right
now.
now. Mark Benioff and then just, kind of the mixed messages that come with it, right? He's out there telling the world that AI won't steal the white collar jobs and don't worry about it. And then 2 months later, he's laying off 4,000 people because of AI. And so it just gets kind of confusing to everybody. But I think the real backdrop in there is software companies. The overall market has softened as we go through the kind of the global economic issues that we have right now. Companies have had to dial back their spend, and the obvious place was where they overhired back in 2022, 2023.
Yeah, I love that. I love that take. Well, a little bit of the old Sugar v. Salesforce glint was showing there, so I got you here.
Was I throwing darts at somebody? No, no, I wouldn't do that.
I want to tap some of that Sugar CRM wisdom as well, because we're talking about the two big, I don't know, the rock'em sock'em punches that we seem to be living through right now is AI and how we're going to digest it, how we're going to apply it. Yeah. And then you made mention of the social media landscape, the impact that social channels are having on our personal, but certainly our professional lives. And one of the things we're seeing much more, and I'm watching my LinkedIn, even my LinkedIn channels turn into this weird mishmash of like everybody pitching me all the time and everybody sharing a touching personal story. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about where you see social selling these days.
I'm right in there with it. Really should be. I'm stirring it up as much as anybody else. It is definitely proving to be a very effective channel for connecting with an audience, building an audience. But, let's take a step back. So 10 years ago, the hot topic, maybe it's more like 12, 13 years ago, the hot topic out there was social CRM. Social CRM is going to change the world. Social CRM is about putting the power of buying in the hands of the buyers, and they can hold companies accountable in a very transparent way. And to be honest, I was never really that much of a social CRM fan. That was kind of, little glimpse into a strategy guy at a CRM company. My point of view was, it's there. It's not the thing that everybody was claiming it to be. And what came out of that was LinkedIn Sales Navigator, right? And turning LinkedIn to a spam cannon. Have you looked at your InMail lately? It's absolutely useless. I can't find anything like when I do get that one little nugget, like one of 100 messages is somebody actually really reaching out to me that I want to connect with. One of the very first things I have to say back is, sorry, I didn't reply back for the last 2 months. I didn't see your note.
Right. Well, it's become the modern equivalent of the phone that used to sit on your desk at work. We're old enough to remember. It's like, I'm not answering that thing.
Yeah, like, exactly. And it'd ring, and you go, I'm not touching
out of that thing. Or somebody wanting something, right? It's like, they're going to find me. They're going to have a connection to me if we should be talking about something. And all this, I think you're right. It's just turned into another spam cannon. And in working with my clients, it's the same thing. They want to come up with these messages. I'm like, when was the last time you opened one of those, from an unknown source? You're just not going to do it. But anyway, sorry, you picked a scab on me. But yes, so social selling, social certainly in the mix as part of the landscape, but didn't over rotate to it.
Well, let's unpack it a little bit, because there's some really fascinating dynamics taking place underneath the covers that I think is going to completely reinvigorate the concept of social selling, but change it at the same time, right? So let's just kind of first talk a little bit for a moment about your typical salesperson, right? And where do they spend their day? And now I've got a whole career of building sales tools for sales reps and for sales managers, and I've just been steeped in this topic for my entire career. And what you always kind of witness is this dynamic of salespeople wanting to spend their time on nurturing deals and closing deals. And they don't really spend a lot of time on top of funnel, filling the funnel, right? Going out and doing prospecting. It's tough. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. the demands of closing a deal. It's marketing's job. You know, every reason out there of why, you know, kind of the Glenn Glary, Glenn Ross, you know, where's the leads? Marketing's sending all the good leads to other people. It's just it's a whole meme in the world of sales. But sales managers are saying, no, you need to be spending time filling your funnel. You need to be spending half your time prospecting. You need to be spending time kind of on both sides of the coin, if you will. Mm-hmm. And a lot of sales managers are buying these LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscriptions for their sales reps, telling them to do prospecting, and prospecting just turned into cold emails through a different channel that people were ignoring. And I can automate it. Woohoo! So I'll go out and fire off, you know, 100 in-mails a day and look for those kind of standard cold calling metrics. If I can get a 1% conversion rate, it's great. And that's kind of what's been going on for the last few years.